So Shavana Ross, is that your last name now, or you
It
changed
is Tally. My married name is Tally.
Talley? Okay. So tell me a little bit about yourself. You're from Ohio, I know that.
Yes, ma'am. I originate from
Hi.
Youngstown, Ohio. I'm 38 years old. I have four kids, 21, 20, 17, and 10. Um, During COVID, we were in Cincinnati, Ohio. I had moved there. It had been about 3 years. I decided, hey, what time to do what you want to do in life now? So I picked up and we came to Texas. Why Texas? See a lot of opportunities. I like that it was multicultural. I like that people were moving on entrepreneurship, getting out there and doing things for themselves, and it is motivating. Um, so that's a little bit about me. I work in healthcare, been in healthcare for 17 years. I'm a medical assistant by degree. I'm a licensed dialysis technician. I also am a mortgage originator by license. And I'm just really trying to broaden my horizons with career choices and get some new experiences and see what else I can be great at.
What are some of the things that you've seen in healthcare that makes you want to get out of that industry?
It is never really the healthcare. That goes so political. I think we do the best that we can, but what I do realize is that we pour a lot out with ourselves and personality, and it's more than what we get in return. I love doing for my elders and helping, the sick. But sometimes you need to help yourself, and it's the mental weight that I want to get away from. It's not my people. It is the working yourself, the over hours, and the next day, the morning meetings of you not doing enough, or it's not enough, or our numbers don't look good. It gets so much into the money part of it that the care is starting to lack. And when you see that, it's hard to do for people, and they're being cheated a little
Yeah,
bit. You know,
I worked at a
it,
nursing home for a number of years, and when the money cuts, the diapers cut, the towels cut, the food gets cut,
and
everything
they
gets
don't and they don't give that reason. What they say is, "Oh, we should have had people come out more," or "Oh, my tech is not doing." But really, in honesty, your person is doing exactly what they're supposed to with the lack of supplies that they have, with the lack of resources they have. But that person gets beat up. During COVID, I feel like nobody ever sat down and say, "What about your mental health? How are you doing with it?" And once we got through it, it was, "No, you can't take a day off. We still need you. No, you can't take a break. We still need you." But nobody ever thought about the people who had to sit there and watch that. They had to go home and think about, am I taking it home with me?
yeah, your
The
family
times that
needs
we were in the garage crying, or I'm cooking dinner and I get, you've been exposed, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I might have gave my son with asthma.
you.
Nobody took that in consideration, the mental hurt that it might have did to the person. And
Mhm.
and it kind of made me say, hey, I can still care for people and I can still help people. I can do it a different way. And that's the only reason that I am trying to shy away from healthcare. I love taking care of my elderly. I like, the new medicine and getting people well, but I don't like being beat on. And I felt like we got really beat on during COVID.
I'm sure there's a lot of people out there in that same position. What do
hmm
you, what do you think is the solution to help with that?
The only solution would be to help with that is to actually shy away from the actual money part. And it would take more than what one person could do. I think if we actually showed our workers a little more compassion, didn't have them so tightly with the scheduling and staffing, if it wasn't so many long hours, maybe even up the pay a little bit, you know, then I feel like people would give more. But it's hard to come in and do all that and still go home and turn around and have your own little struggle. But that's more than one person, and that's bigger than us, the workers.
Yeah, that's why you need a village to help out.
You really do.
You really do.
And not somebody who's behind there and never did it. We need people who have actually been in the field that understands what it takes and what that person is going through. A lot of times the people that runs these buildings, even Quest, are people who never even drove blood, never stood here, didn't have to do 50 people in one day, didn't understand, they haven't been here. And so they don't understand. They just see numbers. And I get tired of being a number.
Yeah. So now you do numbers with mortgages. So tell me
Right.
about
And
that.
it's the right numbers, right?
So
But
you're
yes, ma'am.
you're very new to the mortgage industry.
I really am. Yes, ma'am, I am.
So what can I do to help you out with that?
I feel like, and it was like I said, I was just telling my coworker here, I feel like the greatest thing is the knowledge, showing the ways. I was just telling her that I liked that it was a lot of people that were a little older than me because y'all have been here, y'all have done it, and y'all look successful in it. And when you look at something, you want somebody who's done it, then went through, the bad times, the good times. And really, it's just about knowledge and having that resource of how did you do it, or how can I do it, what can I do, did you see anything I could do better? Because when you get out here, a lot of people want you to find your way, and it could be kind of easier if you have a mentor, basically a mentor, somebody just to shine some light on you, hold your hand a little bit, not really hold your hand, but hey, this is how we did it, I ran into that, this is what I did for that, or hey, did you know you can go here and put your name here and they'll do this, or, just a little bit, or we have this, like how y'all did. We had this app. This app does this. Things that I don't know, things that
Yeah.
I'm not getting when I search in Google, because some of the things are from word to word, mouth to mouth
Well,
resources.
one of the things we like to do with our group is to share our knowledge and our resources because we feel that you can go further if you have a group of people that speak the same language and have the
Yes,
same.
ma'am.
So I'm glad we met you and we're welcoming you into our circle of resources.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am glad.
You have any questions for me?
So many.
Well, that's okay because this is actually about you. So this
Can
is
you
about
tell
you. So
me,
anything
can you
else?
tell me some of the things about EXP? Because that will be, that's new to me. And how did you start off?
I started off with a mentor. I've only been with EXP, and I've been with them for going on 6 years.
Okay.
I still communicate with my mentor almost daily now, even
See?
though, you know, not getting reimbursed as my mentor. We're friends now, so we talk
Yeah.
about real estate, all the time. And she comes over, we'll meet up, and that's why we like having these every fourth Tuesday meet and greet, so different people can meet. We meet every Saturday on Zoom. Different people come there. I'm going to send you the Zoom link for that. And you're
Mhm.
welcome to come in. It's mainly realtors, but I'm a lender
I
as
see that.
well
Yes, ma'am.
with CTC Me Mortgage. So we can just share our knowledge and share our resources. And Houston is so big,
I feel like there's room for everybody.
it's room for everybody. We can all eat at the table.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And that's how I feel. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I love EXP. I love the training that they've given us. Everything is online. We got EXP apps. We've got just all kind of resources. Training at a drop of a dime.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
there's a lot of live classes and there's a lot of recorded classes. We're on Facebook. We're on Workplace. We're on what's that app? Uh,
Instagram,
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse. Okay.
Clubhouse. Yeah. So we're everywhere. So we like helping each other out as well.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
So hopefully you'll get your license one day and maybe come under my sponsorship with EXP.
I was looking into that. And like I told you on the phone before, I was looking into that and looking up some of the classes. And you had gave me where you had went online, and I looked that up too, and it did not seem bad. Did not seem like a bad program. How long did it take you to complete?
About 3 months.
That's not bad.
Mm-mm.
I don't think
And
that's bad at all.
you pay along the way. You take like I think it was 6 modules. So after each module, you take an exam and you pass that, then you go on to the next one. Then you take one big one. So it's kind of like being in college. You know, I used to teach college, so it's kind of like
Mhm.
do this module, take the test, and you move on to the next one.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I studied online on YouTube for prepping for the state exam, and that helped. And I passed on the first try.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. So I'm looking into it. I definitely am because I want to look into every aspect that I can use to make it work.
And it will. You have the attitude and the personality. I know you're going to be a success at whatever you do.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And when I was looking into it, I got a lot of encouragement like that. You got a great personality. You did, so I really believe that I can. I want to put my best foot forward. So I'm excited about it. And like I said, I just want to get whatever I need. I was also thinking about doing the insurance part too, and adding that on there. But whatever it takes, whatever it takes. I'm always willing to look for a better opportunity to better myself if it's with education and if it's in reach, it's doable.
And you're going to always be learning. You know, life is a
Yes.
lifelong learning
Yes,
aspect.
ma'am.
I know when I
Yes,
got out of
ma'am.
school, I said, I'm never going back. And then
And you
I,
end up still doing things. Yes, ma'am.
yes. And I should be retiring and not even trying, but I'm like, I got to do something. So might as well learn and give back and help people out.
But when you like it, it's not as much work. When you're enjoying yourself and you like doing what you do and it gives you purpose, it doesn't necessarily seem like work.
Yeah. So I had told you about that community that I
Yes,
wanted.
ma'am. Yes, the co-housing.
How do you think healthcare workers could fit in there? Like in my visioning, as I'm getting older, I want to live in a community where there are people there that's going to help take care of each other.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. It could be a very much with
Yeah.
assisting our elders. So your CMAs, your nurse, your y'all call them LVNs down here. I was gonna say LPN, but LVNs, that would be a major thing because can run as a nurse. So if you did have like a little facility that came out there, and if they had certain CMAs to go see our elderlies, make sure that medicine is good, no heavy, that would work out good. Because like my mom, she's not necessarily a nurse assistant, but she does light things, going to the store. I could put a thing of laundry in. Did you take your medicine today? Little light things can help elderly a lot. Some of these elders are very good on their own. They just need somebody to make sure they're okay.
Hmm. And what about the people if they live there on site?
If they live there, then we can make it easy, probably with access to getting blood work done, or like our healthy checks, blood pressure, the light things. Very
Hmm.
light, so you don't have to go that far into insurances and policies of working and all that good stuff, but just light duty things that we do like at a healthcare fair. We could draw blood, we could do blood pressure medicines, we can do weights, we can, little access things, vaccinations maybe.
Yeah, I want all that in this little community.
Make it easy. Back
Uh-huh.
to school, kids need shots.
And you have children that live there as well. They can,
If they need vaccinations, they need their physicals and stuff like that. A LPN can do that.
Mhm. Okay, well, we'll have more to talk about that later.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, thank you. It was good getting to know you, and I will send you the link for tomorrow,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I'll send you this recording as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for everything.
Okay, you're welcome. We'll talk to you soon,
All right, love. Have a great day.
too. Bye bye.
Bye.